Today, we're diving into the incredible life of a former slave who not only daringly escaped captivity during the Civil War, but went on to become a congressman, leaving an indelible mark on American history. From a daring sea escape to fighting for civil rights in Congress, this story is one of resilience and triumph. Let's explore the remarkable journey of a man who turned adversity into advocacy. In 1839, a man named Robert Smalls was born into slavery in Beaufort, South Carolina. His mother, Lydia Polite, was a slave, and his father, perhaps Henry McKee, was reportedly the plantation owner. As a child, Smalls worked as a house servant and, as he grew older, took on various roles such as lamplighter and eventually became skilled in maritime work. Being born into slavery meant that Smalls inherited the legal and social status of his enslaved parents. Slavery in the United States was a deeply entrenched institution based on race, and individuals like Robert Smalls were considered property rather than free citizens. In a daring and calculated move on May 13, 1862, Robert Smalls, who was serving as a slave crew member aboard the Confederate transport ship CSS Planter, took advantage of an opportunity to escape slavery. Smalls, along with other enslaved crew members and their families, waited until the white officers went ashore for the night, leaving the ship temporarily unguarded. Seizing this moment, Smalls and the others decided to take control of the ship. Smalls, who had observed the ship's movements and had some knowledge of its operation, dressed in the captain's uniform and wore a straw hat similar to the captain's distinctive headgear. He navigated the ship past Confederate checkpoints, providing the correct signals to avoid suspicion. The courageous crew sailed the CSS Planter through the harbor, successfully passing several Confederate forts. Smalls' knowledge of the various signals and procedures, combined with his calm demeanor, helped them avoid detection. Once safely in Union-held waters, Smalls turned the ship over to the Union Navy, providing valuable intelligence about Confederate positions. This audacious and strategic act not only secured Smalls and his fellow escapees' freedom, but also delivered a Confederate transport ship to the Union, making Robert Smalls a hero and symbol of resistance during the Civil War. After Robert Smalls successfully delivered the CSS Planter to the Union forces, he and the other escaped slaves aboard were initially treated as contraband of war. However, Smalls' actions gained attention and admiration, leading to a change in their status. Smalls' knowledge of the local waters and the Confederate defenses proved valuable to the Union Navy. Smalls continued to serve the Union cause, and he became a pilot for the Union Navy. His bravery and skills earned him respect and recognition. After the Civil War, Smalls returned to South Carolina and played a significant role in the post-war Reconstruction era. He was involved in politics, advocating for the rights of freedmen and education for African Americans. Smalls' political career saw him serve in both the South Carolina House of Representatives and the U.S. House of Representatives. He was a strong advocate for civil rights, education, and social justice. As a congressman, Robert Smalls made significant contributions to advancing civil rights and social justice. Some of his notable achievements include advocating for public education, military service for African Americans, and equal pay for black soldiers. He worked towards securing voting rights for African Americans in the South and fought against the discriminatory black codes. Smalls also played a key role in the creation of the South Carolina State Guard, which included both black and white soldiers. He believed that military service could be a means of empowerment for African Americans and a way to challenge racial prejudices. Robert Smalls continued his advocacy for civil rights even after his time in Congress. He was active in the Republican Party and worked towards securing political and economic opportunities for African Americans in the post-Reconstruction South. Robert Smalls passed away on February 23, 1915, in Beaufort, South Carolina. He had a lasting impact on American history, particularly in the realm of civil rights, and his legacy continues to be remembered and celebrated.